Good evening and welcome once again inside the Pat Sullivan Center here on the campus of the University of St. Francis, where we today finally come to a conclusion of the day. It's been a very busy day down on Pat Quigley Court, and this will be the final matchup of the evening. William Woods University against East West University. Welcome to the broadcast. Terry Bonadonna with you on the call for this one. Starting a little bit late. This was originally scheduled as an 8 o'clock start, but the last game went into overtime, so this one starts a little bit later than originally scheduled, but we're still raring and ready to go as William Woods wins the tip. The Owls are in white, and they are going from right to left on your TV screen here in the first half. The Phantoms are in navy blue. East-West going from left to right as the three-point shot misses from Andrew Nett, and a quick foul called on the rebound attempt. Just in case you're wondering, East-West going from left to right on your screen in the first half. That is not going in the direction of east to west. Their basket is located on the north side of the gym. So, sorry. Three-point attempt is off the mark from Mackenzie Fessler. William Woods goes 0 for 2 shooting threes on their first possession. And East-West takes control, their first possession of the game. This is Daquani Jackson hitting the three. Jackson puts East-West on the board early. 3-0 the score as William Woods takes over. If you missed the starting lineups, William Woods has Spencer Yogerst, Andrew Nett, Mike Robinson, Darius Yohe. This is Fessler missing on the runner. Mackenzie Fessler is the fifth starter in that lineup. They're 0 of 3 shooting so far today. East-West takes it the other direction. Taraze Dobbs is blocked. And Dobbs comes up empty. It's Luis Baez, Demel Dallas, Taraze Dobbs, Caleb Thomas, and Daquani Jackson on the floor for East-West. Three-point attempt is perfect from Spencer Yogerst. And William Woods has their first points of the night. We're tied 3-all. The Owls went 0 for 3 on their first two possessions, but they're able to break the seal there. Now we've got a tie score. The short-range jumper is no good from Demel Dallas. And the rebound is grabbed by Darius Yohe. Check that, Mike Robinson grabbed that rebound. Three-pointer from the corner. Andrew Nett misses on the three. So William Woods continues their struggles from the outside to start things today. 1 of 4 on three-point attempts. Caleb Thomas slows things down. Thomas, the senior from Hinsdale Central High School. One of 3 seniors in this experienced starting lineup. Three-point attempt for Thomas. A little bit too strong. Rebound tipped into the hands of Mackenzie Fessler. Here comes Spencer Yogerst. Off to Fessler on the right side. Wide open three, but another miss for William Woods. Offensive rebound, another three-point attempt. This is Andrew Nett. He hits the rim. Offensive rebound. Fessler's second chance is good. The shooting has been off for William Woods to start things today, but they've had a couple of offensive rebounds early on, and they've kept chances alive. They take their first lead of the night, a 2-point advantage. Jackson for 3. That's perfect. Daquani Jackson knocks it down to make it a 6-5 East-West lead. Second made three-pointer of the game for the Phantoms. Andrew Nett on the outside. Takes one dribble forward. Sends it up top to Yogerst. Around to Fessler. Another open look. It's good. And William Woods has been getting nothing but open looks from the outside over the first 3.5 minutes of this game. Their shooting has been off for the most part early on, but East-West can't afford to keep giving them these shots if they want to stay in the game, as the three-pointer is no good from Luis Baez. Another three-point attempt. Rims out. Offensive rebound once again. Second chance, yes, and a foul. That's Darius Yohe who puts it in for his first 2 points of the game and a chance to make it a three-point play. Darius Yohe, the junior center, does not hit on his free throw attempt. So they settle for a 2-point play. It's the 4th missed free throw of the season from Yohe, who had been shooting them at 85%. Caleb Thomas for 3. A little bit too strong. Rebound goes to Yohe. Robinson nearly lost his dribble. Keeps it alive, though, as he gives it up to Yohe and gets it back. Here's Yogerst. Down low, Fessler. Fessler turnaround jumper is good over Tarazay Dobbs. Dobbs fires it inside. Dallas kicks it back out. Dobbs, deep 3. No good. And the rebound to Robinson. So both teams struggling with their shot early on. A couple of made 3-pointers for East-West. The extent of their offense so far is Fessler misses too strong off the glass. Yohe grabs the rebound, but it's knocked free from his hands. And the loose ball chased down on the other end by Spencer Yogerst. East-West a little bit ahead of themselves that time. Yogerst backs it out to the right side. This is Fessler. He clears some space, fakes the shot, gives it off to Yogerst. Shot clock to 10. Fessler to Yohe inside, misses on the layup. Dobbs made himself big inside, did not allow a path to the basket for Yohe. East-West comes up with a defensive stop, but they have been cold on offense. Not a lot of movement so far on this possession. Here's Baez. Jumper from 15 is good. Their first made 2-pointer of the game. It's Luis Baez knocking it down and making it a 4-point game. Quick 3 on the other end. No good from Andrew Nett. Phantoms looking for another 3. Jackson misses. Rebound goes to Yohe. Good look for Daquani Jackson. Same spot he hit from a few moments ago. That time he could not get it to fall. Here's Yogerst driving. Yogerst loses his footing, bounces it off to Fessler. Possession kept alive. Robinson for 3 is good. Caleb Thomas dribbles it down to the baseline. Kicked out to Jackson. Bounce down low. Now back out to Thomas. Good ball movement here for East-West. They work it inside of Baez, who's blocked by Yohe. A block shot, and now here come the Owls. Yogerst slows it down, picks it up at the 3-point line, bounces it down to the center. Yohe uncontested on the jumper. It's good. Dobbs dared him to shoot it. And Yohe was happy to accept that dare. 17-8 now in favor of the home team on the scoreboard. William Woods wearing white. Demel Dallas works it inside. Dallas gets the roll around the rim. Nice work inside by Demel Dallas going over Darius Yohe. 17-10, 7 minutes in. Not a lot of stoppages in this game. A couple of Owls have been waiting to check in for a while now. Yogerst drives with the right hand. Layup is good. Good drive by Spencer Yogerst, the sophomore from Springfield, Illinois. Daquani Jackson backs up. No look pass to Dallas at the free throw line. Out to Dobbs, who fires it down low to Baez. Step back jumper, 2-point range, no good. Rebound to William Woods. Here's Spencer Yogerst putting the ball between his legs, now backing up. Fires to the free throw line. Robinson, jumper no. Yohe, second chance is good. Timeout called by Tommy Posley from the East-West bench as his team falls down by their biggest deficit so far, an 11-point game, 21-10. And the Owls have done a good job lately of working it inside and finding some 2-point shots. They were firing them up from the outside early on. Their 3-pointers were not going down. And now they've kind of amended that, not by starting to make their 3-pointers necessarily, still not shooting a high percentage there, but by getting shots from closer to the basket. I was going to say better shots, but I said before, they've been getting a lot of open looks from 3-point range. So the problem early when their shots weren't going, it wasn't shot selection. They just weren't hitting some of their open looks, and now they're falling for them. from 2-point range. William Woods comes into today's game with a 3-6 record. They were winners their last time out against Graceland. It was a home game on Tuesday. And now they're here for 2. Making the trip in from Missouri. They've got East-West right now. And they've got St. Francis, the host school, tomorrow in the final game of this event. 4 games over 3 days featuring 4 teams. This is East-West's second chance of the weekend. They lost yesterday. Jackson fires it into Dallas, and Dallas is fouled. Two free throws coming up for Demel Dallas. Trying to snap this William Woods run that has seen them go up by double digits. And Dallas cannot get the Phantoms back on the board on the first free throw. Hits the front iron, does not go down. One more for Dallas. And this rims out as well. So Dallas goes 0 for 2. The lead remains 11 for William Woods. They give it up, though. That pass squirted through the hands of Mike Robinson, picked up by Jaya Jackson for East-West. This is Jackson in the corner. Passing inside. A blocked shot. Dallas can't get it to go, but he does get it back. I think Yoey's the one who got his hand on that ball. There were a couple of hands in there. Deep 3 for Taraze Dobbs. Too strong. Rebound chased down by Jaya Jackson. He gives it up to DeQuani Jackson. He resets the possession. Pass down low into the hands of Baez. Blocked once again by Yoey. Nearly stolen by Jared Crutcher, who took himself out of the play going after the interception. And now Yogerst on the other end hits the jumper. And after the missed steal attempt, Yoey was able to come up with the blocked shot. And William Woods turns it into points on the other end. A 13-point lead for the Owls. DeQuani Jackson all alone outside. Feigns the 3. Now he steps up. Passes off to Dobbs. Pass inside deflected. Back to Taraze Dobbs, who loses it out of bounds. A turnover for East-West. Nearly halfway through this first half. Big lead early on for William Woods, but a long way to go as the Phantoms try to make their way back into it. Davion Montgomery is in. Spencer Yogerst working against Montgomery down the floor. Here's Robinson. Robinson finds Crutcher. They work it back out to Robinson. Steps into a 3-pointer and misses it short. Long rebound tipped out to Yoey, who throws it away. Intercepted by East-West. Joey trying to work a little bit too quickly right there. Here come the Phantoms with Dobbs passing off to Jackson. DeQuani Jackson, the hot shooter early on for East-West. His 3-point shooting is what got East-West off to a hot start, but they have slowed down since then and working very slowly on this possession intentionally. Shot clock down to 6 seconds. Bounce down to the corner, sent into Dobbs, and it's intercepted by Robinson, who tiptoes along that line and stays in bounds. Here come the Owls. Spencer Yogerst drives, step back, wanted a shot, didn't have it. Good defense, and Crutcher takes a walk. Davion Montgomery had really nice defense right there on Spencer Yogerst. Yogerst wanted to free himself up for the shot, was not able to take it. And it ultimately turns into a turnover. Dylan Pitt is in for the first time for the Owls. Jackson bounces into Dobbs. Taraze Dobbs, turnaround jumper, air ball. Rebounded by Crutcher. Dobbs had an excellent game yesterday, scoring 19 points. Today, struggling to get going. Spencer Yogerst, not so much. A 3-pointer from up top for him, and the lead is 16 for William Woods. Dobbs looks to his bench, getting the play in from Tommy Posley, the longtime coach of the Phantoms. Jackson back to Dobbs. into DeMel Dallas. Dallas now trying to set something up with the shot clock under 10. Jumper is no good. And the rebound brought in by Dylan Pitts, who skies over a couple of phantoms in his way. Pitts across half court. Pressured by Montgomery. Nearly taken away. The Owls keep it though. Crutcher gets the pass inside, misses off the glass. Fight for the rebound. It's won by Carter Koenig. Crutcher puts it up and in off the pass from Koenig. Second chance points for William Woods. The lead is up to 18. They are pulling away early from East-West, who just hasn't looked comfortable offensively so far in this game. Daquani Jackson for three, and that's one guy who has looked comfortable. He has been feeling it early on. 3 3-pointers for Daquani Jackson. That's been primary offense for East-West so far. Traveling called on Dylan Pitts, who kind of struggled to get a grip on the ball, and his feet got out ahead of him. 15-point game, 8 minutes to play, first half. William Woods playing their first game of the weekend. They came in today from Missouri for one today and one tomorrow. East-West is playing in their second and final game of the weekend. They fell yesterday to Mid-America Nazarene, who lost earlier today to St. Francis. Dish inside, stripped and taken away. Here comes Yogers. Gives it up to the right side. Robinson on the left, down to the corner. Yogers fakes the three. Dallas closes in fast. Yogers bounces to Crutcher, lays it up and in. Jared Crutcher up with two hands on that layup. He extends the William Woods lead. Three-pointer Jackson, got it. Daquani Jackson, red hot. He's got 12 of the 16 points today for East-West. Robinson across half court to Spencer Yogers. Yogers drives, layup, yes. And a blocking foul called, a late whistle there. But the foul is called against East-West, so Yogers will go to the line to try to make it a three-point play. Foul was called on the freshman Amiri Brown, who is in the circle. So Yogers heads to the free throw line as William Woods makes a substitution. Andrew Nett checks back in for Carter Koenig. Free throw is good. So William Woods doubling up East-West here, +1. 7 minutes to go in the half. Jackson lets the ball roll all the way across half court before picking it up. He passes off to his left. Jackson back to Jackson. Three-pointer. This one misses short. A rare miss here in the first half for Daquani Jackson. Here comes Mackenzie Fessler into the corner. Robinson, three-point attempt. Good from Mike Robinson. And the William Woods contingent of the crowd makes their voices heard with the team now up by 20. The one part of the game that really hasn't been there so far for the Owls, the three-point shooting. They start hitting from out there. They have got a chance to really pull away here. Drive from Devine Connolly, and a foul called on the defense prior to the shot. So Connolly draws the foul. Second of the half on William Woods. And Daquani Jackson will inbound. Lobbed in for Dallas. DeMel Dallas takes one dribble. Kicks it out to Davion Montgomery. Back to Dallas. He finds Jackson on the outside. Daquani Jackson drives, picks up his dribble, has to get rid of it. Here comes Montgomery down the lane, stripped by Robinson out of bounds. It'll stay with East-West, 7 on the shot clock. Lobbed in high. Jackson did a good job of pulling that ball down with one hand. 2 on the shot clock. Blocked. And we got a goaltend call. Goaltending is the call, so Davion Montgomery gets credit for the 2 points. 18-point game. Mackenzie Fessler passes it off to his left. Now backing in Crutcher. Turn around up with a left hand and in. Jared Crutcher has looked very comfortable in the paint coming off the bench today for the Owls. Working his way inside. Jackson blocked from behind by Crutcher. Dallas gets it back. He fights it up over Crutcher and misses. And William Woods comes away with it. Fessler down the floor for Dylan Pitt. Picked up, sent down to the corner. Andrew Nett for three. No good. Offensive rebound, Fessler. Fessler back up. No. Second chance misses for William Woods. Two good looks at the basket on that possession. Nothing goes for them. Conley quickly on the other end. A little bit too strong on the three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Mackenzie Fessler. Robinson fires it across course to Dylan Pitt. Now it's Crutcher in the post. Crutcher backs in, stripped by Dallas, gets it back to Pitt. Three-pointer from up top, off the back rim, rebounded by Dallas. Final 5 minutes of the first half, all William Woods so far. Jackson drives, blocked again by Crutcher. Jared Crutcher has had a huge impact off the bench here in the first half. William Woods slows it down a little bit. Pitt around the screen, picks it up at the top, bounces in for Crutcher, and out of bounds. It was not deflected by East-West, so that's a turnover. So 4.5 minutes to play before halftime. The Phantoms have the opportunity here to go on a little bit of a run, and try to get themselves feeling in it at halftime. Where they're at right now, they have got to be feeling a little bit down, but if you can cut this down to 12 or 10 before halftime, they're right there in shooting distance as Jackson is stripped. Conley picks it up at the top of the key, three-pointer, off the mark, rebound Dallas. Back to Conley, he fakes the three, puts it on the floor, driving in on net, fadeaway jumper off the glass, no, tip, misses. A battle for the rebound and pulled in by Darius Yohe. Few chances on that possession for East-West. They cannot finish. And now a foul called on Jaha Jackson. .24 on the shot clock. Inbounded to Yogerst. He's had a nice first half. Yogerst dribbles along the right sideline, kicked out to net. Left side, Crutcher. Down low, Yohe. Fessler in the paint, puts it up with the right hand and scores. Good positioning from Mackenzie Fessler, and able to float it to the hoop. Jackson, 4 3-pointers in the game. Hasn't had any good looks lately, though. William Woods not allowing him to get too comfortable beyond the arc at the moment. Bounced inside, kicked back out to Montgomery, driving a block by Yohe. Outlet pass to Andrew Nett, 3-on-1. Nett bounces it. Crutcher on the alley-oop, blocked, but the follow is no good. Third chance, misses again. William Woods getting a little bit too fancy there. They had an easy 2 points. If they had just come in for the layup, any one of the three really could have taken it. And Charles Belt right now is not thrilled with Mackenzie Fessler, I think because of the alley-oop pass, rather than just going in for that layup. And they end up missing on 3 opportunities on the possession. And Charles Belt's hot. You don't see that often from a coach whose team is up by 22. But regardless of the score, you don't want to get complacent, and I think that's the message right now. Just smart basketball down the stretch here in the first half. William Woods up big, and that's despite not shooting the ball all that well from beyond the arc. They have cleaned that up a little bit. They're 5 of 15 on 3-pointers right now. 10 offensive rebounds for William Woods, and they are out-rebounding East-West right now 30-12, which is a huge number to begin with. Obviously the plus 18 is a big number, but just the number 30 is huge. There have been a lot of missed shots in this first half because it's been a fast-paced game. Just the fact that there have been 42 rebounds through the first 17 minutes is something. Fast-paced early on. East-West has kind of slowed things down when they've had the ball offensively of late. But they are shooting just 24% from the field. So coming out of the break, it's Fessler, Yogerst, Crutcher, Yohe, and Net. 4 out of 5 starters on the floor right now for William Woods. East-West responds with Baez, Dallas, Montgomery, Jackson, and Jackson. This is DeQuani Jackson on the left side. Jackson thinking about that three. Crutcher takes a step back. Maybe a little bit out of DeQuani Jackson's range. He receives the pass, steps in, long two. Perfect. Jackson's hot shooting keeps up. Here comes Net beating the press easily across half court. Bounced in for Crutcher, knocked away by Jackson out of bounds. 22 to shoot. It stays with William Woods. $14 points now for DeQuani Jackson. He leads all scorers as he added a 2-pointer to his 4 threes on that last possession. Pass nearly picked off. Yohe brings it in, sends it down low. Fessler with contact, not able to finish, but he'll go to the line. Mackenzie Fessler getting 2 free throws here with 2:15 on the first half clock. 79% foul shooter. Hits on the first. Fessler, the senior, averaging about 14.5 points per game. Hits on them both here. He gives his side a 22-point advantage. That's 10 points in the first half for Mackenzie Fessler. Jackson passes to his left, gets it right back. Shot clock is down to 7 as it's lobbed into the free throw line. Tarazay Dobbs. Dobbs puts it on the floor, throws it up, no good. Rebounded by Jared Crutcher. Spencer Yogerst across half court. Passes off to Fessler on his right. Fessler puts it on the floor, drives and gives it down low to Crutcher. Layup is good over Dobbs. Good work by Crutcher. 8 points for Jared Crutcher off the bench to go along with 4 rebounds and a couple of blocked shots. Jackson dribbles it down to the corner. Nearing the final minute of the first half. Baez gets Yohe in the air and draws the foul. Nice move down low by Luis Baez. And he's got 2 free throws coming his way. First free throw is on the money. Substitution for William Woods. After picking up the foul, Darius Yohe checks out. Carter Koenig comes in. Is the second foul on Yohe, just the third on the team. Baez makes both free throws. The Owls break the press with Net taking it across the timeline. Andrew Net picks up his dribble, finds Yogerst on his right. Yogerst on the wing. Puts it on the floor, takes it to the corner. Fadeaway jumper from the baseline is good. Spencer Yogerst continues his hot shooting. 3-pointer for Jackson. Rims out, rebound, picked up by Koenig. And then Carter Koenig is forced to put the ball on the floor. Now some pressure. They get it across half court to Jared Crutcher. Crutcher takes it down the lane, layup, a little bit too hard. Rebound tipped out to Andrew Net. Another chance here for William Woods. Fessler fakes the jumper, drives, layup, nobody fouled. Foul, I believe, is on Josh Atwood, one of a couple of freshmen who have checked in. Job Jackson back in there, and DeAndre Lockett on for the first time tonight. So that's 3 freshmen on the floor right now for East-West. Mackenzie Fessler's free throw is good. East-West is playing their 3rd game on this floor this year. They're an unaffiliated team, no conference. Basketball is the only sport that the school sponsors, located in the South Loop in Chicago. They travel around the area. They play a lot of games here each year. They're 0-2 on this floor so far this season, trailing by 26 on the final possession of the first half. Jackson holds, waits for the clock to get down under 10, and now starts to make his move. Jackson at the top. One dribble off to Baez. Long two-point jumper is good. And here's the buzzer. That's the end of the first half. A good finish for East-West, but for the most part, this one went to William Woods University, dominant throughout the first 20 minutes of today's game. They are doubling up the Phantoms at the half. 48-24 is the score. Now we've got 20 minutes of basketball remaining tonight. Big lead for William Woods as they try to jump out to a 1-0 start to this weekend before they play their second game tomorrow. East-West will try to make a run early in the second half, and we'll have that for you in about 15 minutes. I'll step aside for right now. 48-24 our score. Halftime here in Joliet. It's halftime in Joliet here at the University of St. Francis. It's day number 2 and game number 3 in the USF Thanksgiving Classic. Last night it all started with East-West taking on Mid-America Nazarene. The Pioneers of Mid-America won that game 103-75. And then earlier tonight, St. Francis defeated Mid-America Nazarene 95-90 in overtime. And now game 3 of this event, William Woods against East-West. And right now a big lead for the Owls of William Woods. 48-24 is the score. This event will wrap up tomorrow afternoon with William Woods taking on St. Francis. William Woods led so far in this game by Spencer Yogerst, who's got 15 points on 6 of 6 shooting. Just a sensational first half for him, making his second start in place of Nathan Schwartz, who's got big shoes to fill. Nathan Schwartz is the leading scorer for William Woods this season. And Spencer Yogerst has stepped in admirably, averaging 4 points per game today. Again, 15 in the first half. They've also gotten 13 points from Darius Yohe. He's already got a double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds. That's Mackenzie Fessler, with 13 points and 10 rebounds. Yohe's closing in on a double-double as well. 6 points and 9 rebounds as we get underway in the second half. East-West in possession of the basketball. And I looked down and missed what happened. The technical foul is given, against whom I'm not sure. Like I said, I was derelict in my duties there. I looked down, and a technical foul is called against East-West. And so free throws for Mike Robinson here before we even get started, really, in the second half. Robinson makes the free throw. And now East-West will get the ball back, and they'll start it all over again at 49-24 instead of 48-24. The ball handled here by Jaquan Pearson, the freshman who came into the game at halftime. First time that he's been out there tonight. Here's a drive from Daquani Jackson along the baseline. He stepped out of bounds. Jackson's been the lone bright spot for East-West today. 14 points on 5 of 8 shooting. The rest of the team just 10 points on 4 of 25 from the field. Jamel Dallas has played well also, just 1 of 5 shooting as Robinson knocks down the 3. And Robinson's got the first 4 points of the half for William Woods. 10 points of the game now for Mike Robinson. I was about to say Jamel Dallas hasn't shot well, but otherwise he's played good defense, a couple of assists, 4 rebounds. Here's Jaquan Pearson sending it inside, and Luis Baez is able to finish at the rim with a foul. He'll get a free throw attempt. East-West needed that. They're down big here as we start the second half, but there's still going to be an opportunity to get back into the game if they can get hot right away. There's no time to waste here. Baez hits on the free throw. It is a 3-point play, and the deficit for East-West is back to 25. There's Robinson off to Yogerst, who fires it off to Andrew Nett. It's back out to Robinson, looking down low. Yohe is covered up, so it's Fessler instead. Fessler finds Yohe underneath, and he sends it in with 2 hands. Here's the big stat from the first half. Rebounds for William Woods, 33, and just 13 for East-West. So there were a lot of missed shots from both sides to rebound. But William Woods absolutely controlled the glass. Inside, Jamel Dallas, no good. He took his time, waited for 2 different Owls to jump. And he was able to shake free of both of them, but still impacted the shot. As Nett fires a 3, no good. Put back Fessler is good. 15 and 11 for Mackenzie Fessler today. And we've just started in the second half. Inside Jamel Dallas. Dallas double teamed and is able to score against that double team. Nice work by Jamel Dallas, who's been working hard today. Now has 4 points. Sent into the high post. Yohe sends it into the corner. This is Fessler kicking out to Robinson. Another three-pointer. Robinson misses this time, and the rebound is ripped out of Yohe's hands by Caleb Thomas. Thomas steps into a three-pointer, rattles around, does not go. William Woods slows it down a bit. Net for three. Good. Andrew Nett had been 0 of 8 from the field, including 0 of 7 from three-point range. But he gets himself on the board. And it's a 30-point lead for William Woods. Baez fights it up with the right hand. No good. Didn't quite have the touch. Yogers takes it the other way. Sent off to Robinson. Cross court, down to the corner. Another try for Nett. Not this time. So he got off to Schneid on the previous possession, but could not make it 2 in a row. Caleb Thomas fires it inside. Baez dribbles it off his foot, out of bounds. So I mentioned that William Woods had 33 rebounds at halftime. The Owls came into play today averaging as a team 35 rebounds a game. So they've already surpassed that with almost 17 minutes to play in the second half. And they're on pace for nearly 70 rebounds in this game as there's a steal from Jaquan Pearson. Sent ahead for Caleb Thomas. The layup is good. Darius Yohe went up for the block, came down hard, but he's okay, so it's good to see. It's an awkward-looking fall. Robinson fires it ahead to Yohe. Sent off to Fessler, to a cutting Yohe. Layup, no. Rebound tipped around by Nett, but brought down by Jaquan Pearson. Pearson lobs it ahead to Kwani Jackson. Step back three. Good. Jaquani Jackson has his 5th three-pointer of the game. 17 points for the senior transfer from Parkland College. Mike Robinson up top to Fessler. Bounce to Yohe at the elbow. Sent out to Yogers. 15 points in the first half. His first field goal attempt in the second half is perfect from the free throw line. Spencer Yogers 7 of 7 from the field today, and they've not been 7 layups. He's been hitting from all over the floor. Jackson bounces it in, kicked outside. Dario Biaggi for 3. Another freshman getting his first action of the game, and Biaggi unsuccessful on that attempt. Here's Nett. Off to the right side, Fessler. Fessler looking inside, lobs it down low for Yohe. The layup is good, Darius Yohe. A lot of offense here in the second half. Already 25 points on the board between the two teams. East-West has picked up the pace here in the second half. They ran a much more deliberate offense for most of the first, but here Jackson throws it away. He was looking inside for Luis Baez. Overthrew him, intercepted. Yogers throws it up for grabs, essentially. Biaggi takes it away. Ahead for Pearson. Layup, no, but a foul call. Yogers just got stuck in no man's land right there after he had picked up his dribble. He was about to travel. He didn't have any teammates in the area, but just had to get rid of the ball. And Biaggi comes away with the steal, leading to the foul that sends Pearson to the line. And the first free throw is good. Jaquan Pearson has his first point of the night. Andrew Nett heads to the bench. And Jared Crutcher is back in. Crutcher played 12 minutes off the bench in the first half and was very impressive. Pearson makes the second free throw. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 blocks in those 12 minutes. Here's Mike Robinson. Robinson bounces down low looking for Fessler, but the two of them not on the same page. Fessler looking to get position inside. Robinson thought he was going to pop out. Ends up in a turnover. Here's Jaquani Jackson backing up. Passes off to the right. This is Pearson. Pearson spins through the lane. Throws it in for Baez where it's intercepted by Fessler, but Fessler's pass is taken right back by Jackson. Into Luis Baez, who lays it in with the left hand. Good defense leading to a layup for Luis Baez. East-West hanging around. Down by 25 with 14 minutes to play. Trying to make a run here as we watch the seconds tick down in the second half. It's Fessler backing in. 3 defenders around him. Turnaround jumper no good. Rebound loose, picked up by Crutcher. He dishes. Fessler can't finish. Second chance is good. Sorry, that was Carter Koenig, who missed on his first opportunity. Scored the second time up. Koenig has his first points. Baez cannot answer with the three-pointer. Quick shot from Baez there. And now William Woods back in possession with a 27-point lead. Fessler off to Yogerst. Fessler down low, Koenig backing in on Jackson. Big size advantage for Koenig, but he misses with the hook shot. And the rebound goes to East-West. Pearson at the three-point line. Drives from the right side. Floater off the glass is good. Nice drive by Jaquan Pearson. Yogerst takes his time across half court. He passes off to Fessler on the right wing. Fessler loses the ball, but Jackson is called for a reaching foul. Second foul called against East-West this half. Not a lot of fouls in this game on either side. That's just the fourth of the half. Each team has 2. On the floor for William Woods is Kevin Yang. Crutcher looking inside for Fessler, overthrew him out of bounds. William Woods been a little sloppy with the basketball here in the second half. That's their 6th turnover of the half, or 5th rather. They had 6 of them in the first half. Devin Green passes it up top to DeQuani Jackson. So Tommy Posley is clearing his bench. We've seen just about everybody here for East-West. Biaggi, corner 3, air ball. Rebounded by Fessler. He gives it up to Yang, and Kevin Yang handles the point guard duties here with Yogerst on the bench. Yang picks up his dribble, bounces off to Crutcher. Bounced in for Koenig, knocked away by Biaggi. Tracks it down though. Into Crutcher. Crutcher passes across to Fessler. Fessler up with the right hand and in. Nice work down low by Mackenzie Fessler, who continues to add to his impressive stat line today. Jackson's impressive stat line not added to theirs. He misses the 3. And the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Devin Green. It belongs to William Woods. Mackenzie Fessler now has 17 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. He checks out and Dylan Pitt comes in. Inbounded to Crutcher, who gives it to Kevin Yang. Yang driving in on Baez, picks it up, double teamed and fouled. So the foul called on East-West. They get Devin Green on the reach. Yang will inbound here. Lobbed in for Carter Koenig. Koenig double team, sends it into Crutcher. Crutcher is double team. He bounces to Koenig. Koenig streaking to the basket. Up with the left hand and in. Jackson down to the corner. Green back out to Jackson. Wings it across court. Biaggi. Another corner 3. Short. Rebound to Robinson. Here's Yang for William Woods. Poked out of his hands from behind. And last touch by Kevin Yang. It's going East-West's way. Yang seldom used sophomore point guard. Played just 6 minutes this year prior to today, but with a 29-point lead. Charles Belt going a little deeper into his bench than usual today, especially with another game coming up tomorrow afternoon. I'm sure if he can rest a few of his guys, this lead stays as big as it is, he'll take that opportunity. Crutcher knocks that pass away into the hands of Dylan Pitt. Here comes Robinson. Robinson down to the corner for Yang. 3-ball. Yang hits the back iron, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds off of Baez. Timeout called by William Woods. It's a 30-second timeout. 10:41 to play in this one. It's a big lead for William Woods. We started about 20 minutes late here in this game because the previous game went into overtime. We've flown through it, almost halfway through the second half, and we're only about an hour into the game, and there are several reasons for that. One of them is William Woods has the big lead, which has meant not many timeouts have been called. There have not been a lot of fouls called in this game. And we went on a long stretch in the first half. At one point, I think like 6 minutes, where there was not a stoppage. This game has had a pretty nice rhythm to it. East-West done for the weekend after this. William Woods has one more tomorrow at 4 o'clock against St. Francis. And if this score holds, then that game tomorrow afternoon will essentially be for the championship of the event. Not that there is one officially, but each of these 4 teams gets 2 games. Yang inbounds it. He was looking for Pitt. It was knocked away, and now on the other end of the floor, a layup for Devine Conley. Miscommunication between Yang and Pitt. Ball kind of slipped out of Kevin Yang's hands, I think. Yang in some trouble, gets it away to Crutcher. Crutcher drives, pulls up in the paint, kicks it out to Robinson. Three-pointer, in and out, rebounded by Baez. East-West, if they fall today, will go to 0-2 in the event. Conley dishes it off to Baez. Layup does not go. Hung on the rim forever and finally fell off the cylinder. Here's Yang pushing it ahead to Crutcher. No good, but a foul. So Crutcher heads to the line for 2 shots. William Woods is trying to improve to 1-0 on the weekend. Mid-America Nazarene finished up at 1-1. Again, East-West appears to be on their way to 0-2, although there's a lot of time left in this game. So if the score, I should say, is the only game I'm looking at, but if the score remains the same, it'll be William Woods and St. Francis tomorrow, who are both 1-0. So they'll both get a chance to finish the weekend undefeated. Timeout called, 10:02 to play, 69-42. William Woods has the big lead. The Owls have been led so far by Mackenzie Fessler, 17 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. Darius Yohe also has a double-double, 10 points, 12 rebounds. And Spencer Yogerst, who gets the spot start with Nathan Schwartz missing his 2nd straight game, 17 points on 7 of 7 shooting. It is not quite a perfect night for Yogerst. He's 7 of 7 from the field, including 2 of 2 on three-pointers, but he did miss a free throw. Still about as close to perfect as you could get for a guy who in 9 games this season had scored 35 total points. He's got 17 today. And by the way, just a 39% shooter on the season, 1 of 8 from three-point range coming in. But spectacular in the spot starter's role today as Crutcher misses on the first free throw. Eight points in the game for Crutcher. And he stays at 8. He misses both free throws. Dax Beam is in for William Woods. Kevin Yang heads to the bench. Baez backing in on Koenig, kicks it outside. This is Davion Montgomery in some trouble, but he finds Jackson to his left. Daquani Jackson leads East-West with 17 points. Only 2 of them here in the second half so far. Pull-up jumper from Montgomery is no good, and Dylan Pitt grabs the rebound. Here's Dax Beam. Sophomore reserve guard has his pocket picked by Daquani Jackson. Jackson the other way, layup, yes. 19 for Jackson. Against the full court press, William Woods able to get it in, having some trouble getting it across half court. And Pitt ends up throwing it out of bounds, going a little bit too high on the pass attempted to Mike Robinson. William Woods playing with 4 reserves right now. Robinson is the only starter in the game. East-West has gone deep into their bench here in the second half as well. They've got just 2 starters on the floor, Jackson and Baez. We have not seen Taraze Dobbs here in the second half. Here's Devine Conley bouncing it up top to Jackson. Down low, Baez against Crusher. Throws it outside. Montgomery is able to knock it off of Beam out of bounds. Nice play by Montgomery to keep it alive for the Phantoms. Tarazay Dobbs yesterday had 19 points for East West. Today 0 of 5 from the field, and again, we've not seen him since halftime. Mike Robinson checks out. Yogerst is back in. Three-pointer for Connolly rims out. Rebound tipped into the hands of Montgomery. So East West gets another chance, and Montgomery finishes at the rim. Timeout called by the Phantoms. It's a full timeout with 8:33 to play. Nice work by East West keeping it alive there. Second chance points, certainly not their forte early in this one. They were out-rebounded by 20 in the first half, but continuing to play aggressively down the stretch here. They have been out-rebounded in the game 47-20. But the rebound right there and the putback from Davion Montgomery. The first time they've scored off an offensive rebound today. Second chance points 14-2 in favor of William Woods. Again, 47-20, the overall rebound count in the Owls' favor. And William Woods is a team that has struggled on that stat this year. On average, they are out-rebounded 39-35 per game, so -4 their season average, and today they're at +27. If you want to know why they're up by 23, there's reason number one right there. Biggest win of the year for William Woods has been 10 points. That was their first win against Clark back in late October, a 72-62 victory. Since then, both wins have come by single digits. They pulled away early from East West today, but the Phantoms are hanging in there. They're at +1 on the scoreboard so far in the second half. Dylan Pitt receives the pass. Pitt bounces it in towards Crutcher. It's kicked. And William Woods will take it out of bounds. Actually, no, they get East West for a foul. It's on Davion Montgomery. East West has definitely picked up the defensive intensity. And that's, I think, why Tommy Posley called that last time out, setting up the press, which William Woods had some trouble with, but they did get it in. Jaha Jackson knocks it away from Spencer Yogerst out of bounds. Yogerst receives the inbounds pass, guarded by Jaha Jackson. Crosses over to the right, spins, throws it off for Crutcher and turns it over. Conley takes it away. Conley, three-pointer. A little bit short, put back is good from Jackson. How about that? Back-to-back second chance buckets for East West, who didn't have one all game until a minute ago. Offensive foul called on Dylan Pitt. Pitt pushes off on Jackson, and a foul is called on William Woods, their third of the half. And with that, the starters come back in the game. Charles Belt knows he's got a big lead, but wants to put his East-West team away. So Yohe's back in, Robinson's back in, Fessler. And we see Jacob Randall for the first time as well. 6 feet 11 inches tall. Sophomore from Texas. Randall comes away with the strip. Can't complete the steal, though, as Montgomery gets it back. Out to Baez. Three-pointer, short. Rebound tracked down by Laquani Jackson, and he is stripped by Fessler. Mackenzie Fessler, nice steal, and he stays alive. Just about to say East-West is turning the game around rebound-wise. All of a sudden, they're grabbing every offensive board, but they gave it right back on the steal. Here's Darius Yohe backing in, up with the left-handed hook shot. Pretty touch from Darius Yohe. The lead is back to 23 for William Woods, who is up by 24 at halftime. Three-point attempt to Kwani Jackson. Perfect. Jackson hits his 5th three-pointer of the game. He's got 22 points to lead all scorers. Here's Mackenzie Fessler pulling up, out to Randall. Three-pointer, no. Yogerst comes in on the rebound and he's fouled. That was Jacob Randall's second three-point attempt of the season. He's 0 for 2. Randall still looking for his first points of the season. I miscalled that last one, by the way. No foul. It was out of bounds. So East-West basketball. Jackson walks into another three-pointer and makes another three-pointer. 6 threes in the game for Jackson. 25 points. He is 9 of 13 from the field. Yogerst and Fessler having some trouble getting it down the floor, but they do get it across half court. Now it's 2-on-1. Yowie is fouled by Baez. Two free throws coming up for Darius Yowie. East-West nearly came away with the takeaway with the full court press there, but as soon as William Woods was able to get it across half court, they had a 2-on-1 advantage. That gets them to the free throw line, so East-West has hit their fouls limit now with their 6th of the half. Yowie makes them both. 2 fouls on Baez. Kwani Jackson into Jaha Jackson. He loses the ball. Picked up by Mike Robinson. Robinson had 1 foot across the timeline, kept the ball in the backcourt, and now he finally does get across. Gives it up to Fessler. Mackenzie Fessler, guarded closely by Davion Montgomery. Into Randall. Randall down to the corner. Three-pointer Robinson. Good. 13 points for Mike Robinson. That's his 4th three-pointer of the game. Jackson knows that feeling. He's got 6 of them. He passes away to his right. Conley drives, steps back. Lobbed across court. Jackson once again working on his zone defense. Three-pointer, rims out. Rebound to Yowie, who's fouled. That's the 7th foul on East-West, so Darius Yowie makes the long walk down the floor over to the free throw line. He'll get a 1-and-1 here. Conley heads to the bench. It looks like Amiri Brown coming back in for East-West. Yowie makes the first and a 1-and-1. 15 different players have seen action today for East-West. Tommy Posley has really taken advantage of his bench. Yowie makes the second free throw. Darius Yowie has 16 points, 13 rebounds today. Jackson passes to his right. Gets it back. Now drives down the lane. Kicks it outside. Jaha Jackson for 3. Short. Rebounded by Yowie. Yowie looking for some help. Spencer Yogerst given the ball, and he takes it down across half court, guarded by Davion Montgomery. Pass to the left. This is Mackenzie Fessler on the outside. Fessler spins around Jackson. Down the lane, gives it up, and a foul called as Randall goes to the basket. Randall will get 2 free throws. Well, I mentioned a moment ago, Jacob Randall has not scored yet this year. These are his first free throw attempts of the season. And there's his first point of 2021-22. One more for the 6'11 sophomore. And that's good as well. 26-point lead for the Owls. Matches their season high in points in a game. They've done it now in back-to-back contests. Baez is able to lay it up over Fessler and in. East-West has certainly picked it up offensively here in the second half. They were held to just 24 points in the first. They've shot the ball much better here in the second half. They've played much more aggressively, forcing more turnovers that have led to easier shots on the other end as well. Fessler lines up his feet. Three-pointer is no good. Yowie grabs the rebound out to Robinson. His three-point attempt misses short, and the long rebound goes out to Jackson. He turns as Jaha Jackson wide open on the other end, and he lays it in. Final 4 minutes of play here. Spencer Yogerst works to get it across half court. And he's called for the foul as he pushes off on Davion Montgomery. Montgomery hounding him the whole way down the floor. I think Yogerst just got fed up with him. Just trying to create some space for him, extended that left arm. Good defense from Montgomery. Jackson picks it up at the midcourt circle and passes off to the left side. Montgomery bounces in, back out to Kwani Jackson. Pull up from the right elbow, on the mark. Another good shooting night for the Kwani Jackson. 10 of 15 from the field. He's got 27 points, and he has definitely been the bright spot today for East-West in a game in which they've been down by 20 plus for much of the evening. They've gotten it down to 20 right now, 80-60. And that has forced Charles Belt to keep his starters in the game, I think, longer than he originally intended. He did make a move to the bench for a little while. We've seen Jacob Randall out there quite a bit lately, but we saw a little more Kevin Yang, Carter Koenig, a few guys who have not played as much. Dax Beam was out there for a while. And as East-West made their run, William Woods brought their starters back in, and the starters have not been able to distance the lead at all. They've kept it around where it's been, but here in the second half, East-West has outscored William Woods 36-32. So credit to East-West. They're playing their second game in as many days. They've been getting blown out, but they have continued to fight, and they have looked good down the stretch. Robinson inbounds it against the full court press. Mackenzie Fessler works against Jackson. Bounces off to Yogerst, and William Woods is able to break the pressure. Fessler guarded by Montgomery. Puts the ball on the floor. Montgomery knocks it away. Loose ball picked up by Darius Yohe, who has it knocked out of his hands by Jahad Jackson. East-West forces another turnover. Three-pointer for Jackson. Way out there that time for DeQuani, and not able to hit as Fessler is fouled, pulling down the rebound. 6 turnovers committed by William Woods in the first half. They have turned it over 12 times here in the second half, and that is largely the result of a very aggressive East-West defense. The Phantoms have 10 steals in this game. Mackenzie Fessler's put up big numbers tonight. He had a double-double already by halftime. 17 points, 14 rebounds overall in the game. And there's point number 18. Fessler is a perfect 5 of 5 at the free throw line today. 79% for the season. He makes them both this time. Kwani Jackson across half court. Walks off to the right, passes to Montgomery. Davion Montgomery drives, floats it up and in. Nice little runner for Davion Montgomery. And a timeout called by William Woods. Well, both teams went a while without calling a timeout in this game, but they've got them. They figure they might as well use them down the stretch here. Charles Belt talking things over with his 5 guys on the floor. 82-62 is our score with 2 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the second half. William Woods appears to be on their way to their second consecutive win. They've got a new season high with 82 points scored today. They average 66 per game coming in. But they've now scored 80 or more twice in a row. So St. Francis will have their hands full defensively tomorrow against this Owls team. Yogerst nearly loses it off his foot, but is able to track down the loose ball. Knocked away from Yohe there by Amiri Brown. Out of bounds on Brown. It stays with William Woods. Robinson inbounds it to Fessler into Yogerst. Knocked away and out of bounds. Nice effort from Montgomery. He has been playing with a lot of intensity defensively. He's causing a lot of problems for William Woods right now. Robinson into Fessler. Fessler bounces towards the top. Montgomery strips him, and Montgomery takes it away. The 11th steal of the game for East West. Robinson knocks it away from Montgomery, but his ball is poked straight out of bounds. So it stays with East West, 28 to shoot, 2:33 on the game clock. Underneath the William Woods basket, DeQuani Jackson set to inbound. Jackson's been out there the entire 38 minutes so far. Into Luis Baez. Baez up with the right hand. He's fouled. Luis Baez has come on strong here in the second half. 7 points. 13 for the game. And now 2 free throws. First of which is good. He's a perfect 4 of 4 in the game. And East West is within 19. Down by 24 at the half. It was as many as 30 a couple of times here in the second half. But now just an 18-point game. William Woods just hasn't quite been able to put him away. Robinson off to Fessler. Fessler back to Robinson, and Robinson takes some seconds off the clock. Fessler starts to dribble, sends it over to Yogerst. Yogerst is slapped by DeQuani Jackson. The foul called. And Spencer Yogerst will go to the free throw line. This will be a double bonus now. 2 shots for Yogerst. First free throw is no good. So he's now 7 of 7 from the field, but just 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Yogerst, a 59% foul shooter on the season. This is the second as well. There's a mental block at the free throw line, apparently. 1 for 4 on foul shots. Brown is blocked by Yohe. 5th block of the game for Darius Yohe. And Spencer Yogerst comes away with the loose ball. Yogerst drives, kicks to Fessler. Fessler now starts a dribble. Over to Robinson. Robinson walks it off to the right side into Yogerst. Layup for Yogerst is good. A contested layup, but he's able to finish. 19 points now, and William Woods calls timeout with just under, or just over, I should say, a minute and a half to play in the game. It's a 20-point lead for William Woods, 84-64, and even though they have not been able to extend the lead, I think that Charles Belt feels comfortable with the advantage he's got right now, which is 95 seconds left, and he's going to clear the bench once again. Looked like Mamadou Naguchimi went to check in. So he'll get his first action of the game. Just his second appearance of the season. And we'll see who else they bring out of this timeout as well. But it looks like William Woods is on their way to their second consecutive victory. Credit to East West once again for playing tough here in the second half when it looked like they were dead in the water at halftime. They have played a much better basketball game in the second half. Much more aggressive defensively. They forced a lot of turnovers. They've shot the ball much better here in the second half, and it certainly looks like it's going to be too little too late, but they have made things competitive down the stretch. They've forced 14 turnovers here in the second half. And after shooting just 27% in the first half, they've made 16 of 33 shots here in the second, just shy of 50%. Alex Thomas is in. Jacob Randall. Mentioned before, Mamadou Naguchimi is in for William Woods. And William Gibson as well. 3-pointer rattles around and falls for Jackson. 3 more for him in what has been a big night. And now a foul called that'll send Yogerst to the free throw line on the other end. 17-point game. 2 free throws coming up for Yogerst. 1 of 4 on free throws tonight. He makes the first this time around. 30 points now for Daquani Jackson of East-West University. He has been spectacular tonight. Yogerst has as well. 21 points for him. 3 of 6 from the line, 8 of 8 from the field. Montgomery to Biaggi on the right side. Steps into a 3. No good. Rebound tipped around and in the hands of Daquani Jackson. Jackson bounces down low to Baez. Layup is good. Went under Noguchimi there. And East-West calls timeout. 17-point game. 1:05 to play. And Tommy Posley will set up his defense from the bench once again. Still 2 timeouts remaining for each team. As East-West plays this one hard all the way to the final whistle. Again, down by as many as 30. It was a 24-point game at halftime. This is as close as they've been in a long time. Just a 17-point advantage for William Woods. They've outscored the Owls 45-38 here in the second half. 30 points for Daquani Jackson. In fact, he actually got off to a slow start here in the second half, but he has turned that around. His 30 points have come on 11 of 17 shooting, 8 of 14 on three-pointers. He's also got 5 assists. William Gibson will inbound here. East-West coming out of the timeout has their defense ready to go. Into Yogerst. Yogerst double team, gets it right back to Gibson, and Gibson races across half court. He is bumped from behind by Daquani Jackson. That's foul number 4 on Jackson. And Gibson is going to the line. William Gibson looking for his first point of the season, and he's got it. So he becomes the second Owl today to record his first point of the year. In fact, this is the first game action this year for William Gibson. Hits them both. Nearly a steal for Gibson, but Montgomery pulls it in. Off to the left side, Jackson, another three-pointer. This rims out, and a foul called on the loose ball going against East-West. It's on Brown, I believe, on the push-off. So Gibson's going to get a couple more free throws. William Woods been able to bring a lot of size off the bench today. Earlier we saw Jacob Randall, 6'11". It's rare to see a player that tall playing in the NAIA as Gibson makes the first free throw. But lo and behold, he's not even the tallest guy on his team. Mamadou Noguchimi comes off the bench at 7'1". Gibson misses on the second free throw. 3 points from the line for him tonight. Davion Montgomery drives, runner no, battle for the rebound. Won by Brown, and he's fouled, putting it back up. So Amiri Brown will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Brown is looking for his first points of the night. 2 attempts here. First shot rolls around and falls. 89-70 our score. And the second shot is good as well. They've been good from the line tonight, the Phantoms. Thomas across half court, stripped by Biaggi, but he gets it back. Montgomery tries to rip it out of his hands, and I think we got Davion Montgomery for a foul here. Now a chance for Alex Thomas to score his first point, and he does. It's a big hand from his bench. Thomas, the freshman, gets his first collegiate point. The third player in the game today for William Woods to get their first point of the season. Misses on the second free throw. Rebound tapped to the hands of Davion Montgomery. Off to Biaggi. Three-pointer is good from Dario Biaggi. 16-point game. Shot clock is off for William Woods, but East-West keeps the pressure on defensively. Gibson tries to keep it alive to Noguchimi, and he can't do it. So East-West back in control. Montgomery fights his way through the lane, intercepted by Alex Thomas, and Thomas would like to dribble it out, but East-West continues to foul. 16-point game with 11 seconds left, and Amiri Brown sends Alex Thomas to the line. Thomas hit 1 of 2 a moment ago. Now his second chance from the free throw line. First shot is good. Hits them both, so 3 points off the bench here late for Alex Thomas. And East-West will get one final shot here. 50 points in the second half for East-West, and they elect not to take the final shot. Davion Montgomery dribbles out the clock. And despite those 50 points in the second half, East-West falls to William Woods. Our final score, 92-74 in favor of the Owls. They take down the Phantoms, who drop their second game in as many nights here at St. Francis. Actually, this is the third game that East-West has played on this floor this year. They scored exactly 75 points in the first two. Oh, so close to making it 3 for 3 and scoring 75. Nothing wrong with the offense, but just not able to stop William Woods defensively today, as the Owls end up with a season-high 92 points in the game, and that comes despite struggling a little bit with the shot early on. They were able to get going, and they were able to pull away, up by 24 at halftime. And East-West maybe had one last window to get back into the game if they came out strong to start the second half, but they weren't able to do it. William Woods extended the lead early in the half. East-West came on strong later, but it was too late for them as the Owls were able to cruise to the victory. Shooting percentages today, 49 for William Woods, 39 for East-West. The Owls were 31% from beyond the arc, 27% for East-West, but that includes 8 of 15 for DeQuani Jackson. The rest of the team went just 1 of 18 from beyond the arc for East-West, and that's obviously a big problem for them. They shot their free throws well at 9 of 11. William Woods, 22 of 29. Big difference in this game. The rebounding, 53 for William Woods, 29 for East-West. Leading scorer today was DeQuani Jackson of East-West, 30 points. 5 assists as well for him. Luis Baez had 17 for the Phantoms. William Woods got 21 points out of Spencer Yogerst on 8 of 8 shooting. Mackenzie Fessler finished with 19 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists. Darius Yohe matched him with a double-double, 16 points, 15 rebounds for Yohe, who also had 5 blocks for the Owls. Impressive win for William Woods today as they improved to 4-6 on the season. East-West now done for the weekend, but we'll see William Woods again tomorrow. Don't forget to tune in at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for St. Francis against William Woods, the finale of the USF Thanksgiving Classic, and the finale of a long weekend as well. It saw a high school tournament, the WJOL tournament, which is played here Thanksgiving weekend every year, and then we had the USF Thanksgiving Classic over the last couple of days, and tomorrow a doubleheader. The St. Francis women play at 2. The men take on William Woods at 4, and we'll have both of those games broadcast for you right here, so make sure to tune in through the University of St. Francis YouTube channel tomorrow at 2 for the women and at 4 for the men against William Woods as we wrap up this event. William Woods will try to make it 2 in a row here inside the Sullivan Center. That'll do it for today's broadcast. Once again, our final score, William Woods 92, East-West 74. Back at it tomorrow afternoon. Until then, this is Terry Bonadonna signing off from Joliet, Illinois. Talk to you soon.